characters, I'm taking that. That's my second pick. Because I think Radha Mitchell's been in some excellent horror films. She was in The Crazies, Rogue, Silent Hill. When I remember watching this movie back when I was a junior in high school, and I'm not going super old with this, I'm really not, but I liked her more than Riddick because she's the one who made the choice to let everybody go. She killed a ton of people. That was her choice. And then I like also Cole Hauser's in it. I like Cole Hauser. But
yeah, he's dope.
I was actually listening to Too Fast, Too Furious commentary, and John Singleton loved him, man. I miss John Singleton. Never mind. But I like how
rest in peace.
I like how she earns Riddick's respect through the movie. And, like a lot of the decisions go through her, and I think it's kind of a really cool sleeper character. And when I was researching this movie, I learned that there's a lot of articles about Caroline Fry out there, just saying like she's the hero of Pitch Black. She's the one who earns his respect. And she actually gets a character arc. She goes from kind of coward to leader. And yeah, she dies. She has like atone for her sins. Like that kind of trope in that movie. Also, Keith David gets killed. That's BS. But I don't know. I know
how we feel about Keith David in this podcast.
Yes, we do. And I don't know. I like the character. I think she was very refreshing in the fact that she wasn't like this super uber tough,
Hamilton type.
She was just had a character arc, and I don't know. I dig Pitch Black. I like the world that created. It's so simple, and I think she's been in some really underrated horror work. So I just had to promote Radha Mitchell because I think she's been crushing it for a while, and I love the Crazies remake. So I'm dropping her. I
was going to choose those creatures, and then I changed my mind. But yeah, that movie is super underrated.
Oh, it's beautiful looking. So we covered it on the podcast, Megan and I, and we loved researching it, listening to the commentaries, and I adore it. Like Breck Eisner crushed it. So for my second pick, this is dumb. I'm gonna lose, but I had to pick. Okay, so we all love Friday the 13th, so I'm gonna take Sergeant Elijah Gulliver Brodsky from Jason X. Now Jason X goes to space, right?
Yeah.
Now Jason X goes to space.
Jason effing Voorhees, yeah.
So you can say there's science fiction there. Now I just love this. I love this part. He's like, it's gonna take more than a poke in the ribs to put down this old dog. Yeah, that ought to do it.
Yeah, that ought to do it.
And then he comes back in a super
I was gonna
suit.
say that's not even it.
He comes back in a super suit and just brawls Jason he goes head to head with Mecha Jason, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end he intercepts Jason and takes him into Earth's orbit and burns up. This guy is an underrated horror hero. I'm a big fan of the actor, Peter Mensah. I think he's excellent. And I think Brodsky, I like underdogs. And this guy in this movie, I think he got the tone of the movie. He understood it perfectly. But I don't know, I dig it. He went on the offensive against Mecha Jason and ended up saving the day. And listen, I understand why people hate Jason X. It took about 10 years to grow on me. It really did. When I first watched it, I was like, what?
I'm imagining that quote on the DVD art. It took 10 years to grow on me, but here we are.
I love it. I love it now. But yeah, Brodsky, he's underrated. He is an underrated horror hero.
He's basically the good version of Jason. He doesn't die.
Yeah. Exactly. Well played.
He probably lived in the sort of burning up in the atmosphere.
Word. He's in the water right now, just growing, just regrowing, regenerating.
That would make me so happy. And also, listen, with the tone of Jason X, like, this really sucks. Or when she gets her sucked out of that thing.
Sucks on so many levels.
Yeah, this sucks on so many levels. And then also when he's like, yeah, that ought to do it. Like, you got to get on that wavelength of that movie. It's a cheeky little thing. So
this is what you deal with though with the Jason movies. The one with George McFly, that one exactly. The one with George McFly starts to get it starts to get into that comedy tone that they bring into Jason X. I have always liked Jason X from the jump because it's the distillation of the whole thing. It's the Cabin on the Woods version of Friday the 13th. They're poking fun at all the tropes. Hi, we're girls. We want to have premarital sex and do drugs. You know?
That's hilarious.
Yeah. But Brodsky was on it the whole time, stay focused, stay clear. He was good at planning. He didn't want to just murder everything moving. But the guy, unfortunately, I think the professor guy ended up greasing him with money. And so that led to his downfall. Yeah.
No, but the thing is, they killed Jason. Remember when he said, he's like, I'll pay you to not do it. And then he talks to his Marines. He's like, nah, we're going to kill him. And so the first time they see, sorry, Adam, the first time they see Jason, they unload on him. Like they try to kill him. Like so he doesn't fall prey to corporate BS. Like Brodsky knows what's up. Right. And Brodsky, he needs more respect. So if you're watching this, Brodsky.
Well played, sir. Well played. Well played.
It's dumb, but I had to do it. And Adam and I actually talked about it on the podcast. So go back about 100 episodes and you'll hear our.
That was long ago. I feel like.
Yeah, go back 100 or 150 episodes and you can listen to Jason X. It's a good episode.
Hey,
it's fun.
You stop saying things that you say are stupid. You are the salt of the earth. You will never know that you're my hero. You are the wind beneath my wings.
Aw, I'm blushing.
There it is. There. Do you see? See?
A single tear.
One.
Yeah.
That's acting. That's Oscar worthy.
Oh, I love it. All right, so it is Norbert. It's back to you for your third pitch.
Okay, so I've taken the Xenomorph. I've taken the Sci-Fi ant. That is the first ever radiation monster movie. And now I am going to go. Oh, right. Okay. I gotta take it because it's a draft. Okay. Going Brundlefly.
Oh, yeah. I love some good old Cronenberg body horror.
Yeah. The Fly, I'm going Brundlefly. The reason why? He's a dark guy. You see how I made all that rhyme?
That was a big old rhyme right there. I love
it. Okay, so 86, The Fly comes out. Gina Davis was like, wait a minute, she's super hot, and it's not Fletch. Okay. On top of that, he starts off, he's punching walls to death with his bare hands. He's eating all the sugar that he can find. And then he just turns into a gnarled thing. It is creepy. It is dark. This is around the time of the AIDS, that being brand new. Mm-hmm. So you have that fear of there is something inside of me that's changing me, that's killing me. I don't understand. I don't know what it is. And for what it's worth, he went in it with the road to hell being paved with good intentions. Mm-hmm. It's not a bad guy, okay? And he's trying to separate himself from the corporate world, from the scumbags who would just bring him down. He's got an idea. He wants to change the world for the better. That's it. And as soon as he gets interfered with by the corporate world, by even Jesus Christ, she used to just write for Omni magazine. And just pulls him into a world of darkness. So, yeah, I go with Brundlefly. Also, he sticks to walls and vomit drop.
And
that's dope.
Snaps arms.
So rough to watch in those movies.
That's a great arm wrestling scene, huh?
Oh gosh, I forgot about that too.
The whole movie is practical effects. None of it looks terrible now.
Yeah.
It holds up.
It holds up really well. It's dark.
It's a gnarly pick. But you've talked about the Brundle a lot.
The Brundle is a man. He was on the basketball team, too,
he
right?
was. He was spitting on the court and everyone's slipping.
I also want to point out there was another missed segue between the David Cronenberg cameo and Jason X.
Yeah. He gets speared.
That's right. Well done. Yes. Yeah, he took a bad one. And kudos, +1 dexterity and agility for that aim right there.
Yeah.
Jason.
Hey, since you got that right, can you do the dance that Crispin Glover did in the Friday the 13th, part 5?
4. Oh, wow. That's pretty close. Yeah.
Thank you. So,
Thank you.
If you're listening on the podcast, Norbert just recreated Crispin Glover's dance from Friday the 13th, part 5, I believe.
That's really good.
That was beautiful. Oh, that was beautiful.
I used to watch that. Channel 11 WPIX. There has to be a documentary on that station.
Oh, I love it. All right, you're up next. You got 2 picks, Adam.
Okay. Well, I had a premature reaction to Norbert's pick on them, and I think I've maybe given my answer a bit early, but I want to...
Can I guess?
Sure.
Matthew Broderick from 1998 Godzilla.
I'm going to hang up this phone. No way.
I guess that's one way to like introduce it now. It's a pretty basic pick. It is Godzilla from the original 54 film, but Norbert, you'll know this before I do because you seem pretty confident in your statement earlier. They both came out, them and Godzilla in 54. Which won the race? Was them really the first?
Well, American.
Yeah,
I would say it's the first. It's the first American atomic mutation creature movie.
That's a fair distinction. Yeah, and I think the only reason I really felt obligated, despite it being a very obvious choice, was that it is. And Norbert, you said it yourself, sort of a perfect symbol of nuclear holocaust, right? Like the terror of the bomb was certainly different in Japan than it was for the States, and I think, man creating the bomb, Godzilla being this avatar of nature's revenge on man. And I don't know. I just think there's something so classic about that and you could probably say reverberates into stuff like Alien and Aliens. But yeah.
Journeying into the unknown. Absolutely. And unleashing something that you cannot control.
And unintended consequences too. I mean, this was something that, as I understand the lore, was he was around for however many years in waiting and dormant, but was disturbed by like a hydrogen bomb. So he comes out and he's got all these powers and he's basically a walking bomb himself. So I think it fits in squarely with all the post-war anxieties, especially in Japan. I mean, gosh, talk about a place that was completely devastated by that. In a way that the States weren't, right?
In a way that no one in human history has ever been attacked. Right. These people rise up from that and then turn it into art.
Yep.
And turn it into art that has transcended even the radiation monster genre. Mm-hmm. Because the radiation monster genre pops off in America in 54 in film with them. Mm-hmm. Clint Eastwood ends up being in Tarantula, like his first appearance. I think that one pops up in the 60s. Mm. And then Marvel Comics, 62, Radioactive Spider, Cosmic Rays, Fantastic Four, Nuclear Gamma Bomb, Incredible Hulk. It was a part of the zeitgeist in America and the world at that time because no one had ever seen anything like that. And everybody's like, please, let's not do this again. Right. And then 63 comes up. Cuban Missile Crisis. Oh, my God. We are literally digging fallout shelters. So Godzilla's a great pick, man. A great pick.
Yeah, I felt show stopped. You came up with a really good deep cut, and I guess somebody had to put the obvious one out there, so I'm okay with that.
As long as it's not Broderick, we can be friends again, Clement.
Yeah, I was gonna say Mark. Actually, that's the spoiler. It was really Matthew Broderick, and I had to change my answer.
Before you get to your next pick, I want to say that the nap that Godzilla takes in the 2014 Godzilla film is the best nap of the 21st century seen on film. It defeats the two Mutos, and then Godzilla just lays down on buildings. And everyone's like, is Godzilla dead? Is he dead? What should we do?
No.
And he just wakes up.
Power nap.
He groggily wakes up, and he walks in the water all grumpy and swims away. It's beautiful. I love it.
I remember so little from that version of the movie.
I like the nap.
I appreciated the CGI of the 2014 one because Godzilla seems heavy, not big. Mm. Heavy, logy.
Yeah.
Ruth's Chris Steakhouse post visit. Just big.
Was it Emmerich? Who did the one in the 90s? Sorry.
Yeah, Emmerich. Yeah,
that one was very svelte. He also looked more like a lizard than he did like a classic Godzilla. So
and didn't take a nap.
To the credit of Toho, when they created Godzilla Final Wars, they absolutely took the Japanese Godzilla fighting against the Emmerich Godzilla and literally blew him off the screen. It was hilarious. And the Japanese dudes in the movie are like, that's not Godzilla. Get him out of here. Literally pointed that out. YouTube that. It's great.
And Shin Godzilla's good too. That's a very good
I was going to say, I hear that was sort of their way to basically honor it in the best way they could. And it was really good. I have not seen it, but
that movie is dark and it's weird, the ending. So and the Godzilla that ends up popping up is creepy.
I have seen the designs, and I was really impressed with those.
Yeah, it's good. It's worth a watch for sure. If you're a Godzilla guy, person, I definitely recommend it. So yeah, do that. All right, what's your fourth pick? You're on your fourth pick. Oh wow.
Yeah,